flaws. You requested my presence. Face to face.
To be clear, it was not a request.
I am not sure what else needs to be said, Custodian. We have barely a week before the enemy darkens these skies. You have gathered the wretches for the tithe. Now you will depart, and leave us to face the foe alone.
Within the hour.
Then what need have you of me? Do your protocols require you to look me in the eye as you deny our request for reinforcements?
I am here as the Emperor's voice to command you to obedience.
Istrad is within our protectorate. We will hold on to our ancient oath to watch over the sanctity of this world. We will fight here, and if need be, we will die here.
You will do none of these things. It is the will of the Emperor that we execute a firebreak around Segmentum Solon. A ring of lifeless worlds, forcing the High Fleets to seek biomass elsewhere.
No.
You will withdraw your chapter's forces from the surface of Istrad. You will break your oath to this planet and its people. And once your warriors are in orbit, you will commit exterminatus upon this world.
You cannot ask this of us.
I am asking nothing of you. I am conveying the will of the Emperor.
An oath, upheld for 3,000 years, the honor of our chapter.
We will suffer no threats to Terra, no matter the cost in blood, in life, or in honor. You heard the Emperor's command, Space Marine. You will obey it.
I will.
The galaxy once burned because of Space Marine pride. But he will do as he must. Nothing else matters. For now.
In a world where only the strong survive. I saw Jay at the club. I told her you talk all that shit on Facebook. Won't say it in my face though. Man, fuck that bitch. They go your friend.
Bro, what the fuck is you doing?
What you mean what I'm doing?
What the fuck are you doing?
Nigga, I'm lost.
Man, don't play dumb. I was going through my girl's phone. I see she got a missed call from you.
Okay, and?
You don't call my fucking girl, bro.
Are you tripping, man? I was just calling her ass about the
Hey,
schedule.
hold this cane, boy. I don't give a shit what the fuck it was about. Whether it's my ex, my new flex, or my next. You don't call what's mine, nigga.
Yeah, I call whoever the fuck I wanna call. You ain't nobody daddy, nigga. Tell him, baby. Whether you're dead or alive, only power decides. The first rule of real American heroes is pay your woman's bills. The second rule of real American heroes is keep your mouth shut and pay your woman's bills. Hey, I got a question. The third rule of real American heroes: make sure all your woman's needs are met. Keep your fucking mouth shut and pay your woman's bills. Any question? Yes, when is it alright for me to go through my woman's phone? Without express written consent, keep your nasty dick beaters off your woman's phone. A world where only stand-up niggas thrive. I'm out here moving and grooving, playboy. I got a big house, I drive nice cars, I got a main, 2 sides, and a drink. G.I.
What's up? I feel like crap. So just bear with me. It's not gonna be perfect, but I'm here. I'm here. Shout out to everybody. Happy, what is it, Saturday? Happy Saturday, everybody. Yeah. Happy Saturday. Okay. Yes. We will go over night one. Yeah, that man been begging for a kid for 4 years now. So finally, she should have done it early when she knew she wasn't coming back from her injury. But good. I'm happy for them. Good for them. Baba, what's happening? Peace. Okay. I don't even know where. Listen, it's going to be a triggering show. We're going to go down the White Kang rabbit hole featuring Ashley Jana. There's another story I want to cover out of Texas. Another more caucasity. And then the Justin. It's weird. Black people are having two different discussions regarding dating and mating marriage. On one end, you have a bunch of black women mad because black men are not, or have become apathetic to the plights of interracial when it goes left. On the other hand, you have black women mad at black men for so-called femicide. And then pick a struggle, people, ladies, pick a damn struggle. You go to the other side, you get whacked. You stay with your own kind, you get whacked. I don't know what else to tell you. You get with other women, you get whacked. What is there for y'all to? I don't understand. What do you want from the universe? I'm not understanding. So we're gonna go here. Let's go here first. Wait, no. Let me run through my clips. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, this is for all you Coach Greg Adams meat riders. This is not a flex, okay? For you to be this man's age, to openly brag about having 19, 20-year-olds, basically, you know what? To each his own. This is not, at this rate, with the climate, this ain't gonna end well for him. This ain't gonna end well for him. It's not gonna end well for Coach Greg Adams. So let's go here first, y'all. Now, and I'll interject with my own little story about dating extremely, extremely young. So let's go here. This is weird, man. Once again, these 19, 20, 21, these JUCO women are not stupid. If they feel like making your life hell, they will. Just because you paid them for a good time. This is what you reduced yourself down to. I don't know. Is he going to spend the rest of his days only messing with JUCO women the older he gets? Are you trying to have more kids? I'm not understanding. So you just want to go out with a bang. Okay. Kevin Samuels went out with a bang too. Let's go here. This is weird. This is weird energy.
Husband as a synonym. It is an evil world we live in.
It's an evil world we live in.
Shout out to a man supporting men. Says, I know it happens, but can you ever see yourself taking a sugar baby seriously for a relationship or marriage? Really, the answer is no, but the arrangements happen in the situation. I can't see myself truly doing an arrangement like that, making her a wife legally and then having her been a sugar baby. No. Or even fraudulently doing it. No, I would say no. Now, mistakenly, yes, maybe a Filipina, but no, I wouldn't possibly do.
Okay, so another red flag for me. He keeps mentioning he likes to fly back and forth to Cambodia, these Far East Asian countries. So once again, typical Negro destination spot, typical sex tourism spot. How come y'all don't go to St. Petersburg? And I don't mean Florida. How come you guys don't go to these other exotic places with people with more money than you, with higher social statuses than you? Why do y'all keep going to these third world countries where these women don't have the benefits of women here with the government to provide for them socially? I don't understand where y'all get off on going to these places and flexing your status. even when your status wouldn't mean shit here. I get it, but I'm just asking questions. This is a weird flex. This is not what y'all think it is. This will not be the majority of you guys. And if this is what you aspire to, okay, good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Do that without a lot of paperwork. Wasabi baby. Yeah, Wasabi baby, we're working out something, but it's not going to be a relationship or a marriage. And she knows I got other girls, but like that arrangement, I would do that, but not a relationship or a marriage where it's monogamous or exclusive, where she would get upset that I'm with other women. No, I don't see that. But I see something where it could be, because let me just tell you, man, it gets tiring. It gets tiring running around with all these women.
No. It gets tiring running around with all these young women. Just say that part aloud. Yeah, juggling multiple women is a headache. I concur. I'll be the first to tell you, juggling multiple women becomes a headache. It does turn into child wrangling. Now, I don't like to reduce women down to children, but that's what it turns into. Child wrangling. You have to be the goat herder, the cattle herder, the cattle ranch. It becomes a task. It becomes a task. Any man that will tell you, hey man, it's really not what it's cracked up to be. Like every day it's something. Every other day it's something. It's like you can't figure it out. No, that's why we turn to you. Like, oh, okay. But let's continue.
So sometimes you need a little bit of a break, but I wouldn't do it without a lot of paperwork lined up. It would have to be something very, very extreme for that to happen. But people do get fatigue, and they do things like that. So I wouldn't do a marriage, though. No. Hell no. Nope. Don't get involved in that type of thing. Like, because what happens is that can go left really quickly. But
okay, now once again, give me you guys' alternative to a state-sanctioned marriage, because the average woman is not going to sign a private marriage contract. Stop. She wants a guarantee of some sort that this thing goes left. Sorry. Okay, your private arrangement contract, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. But let's go.
If you got your paperwork lined up and tied up, you could do it. And you would be surprised that a lot of suburban relationships have the woman was monetized, the wife. Okay. So you might not know this, but a lot of
don't leave. You said he had a nice beard last month when I was covering this idiot. You said he had a nice beard. No, don't leave now. Shit, this is the type of shit he be on. This what he be on. But come on.
Suburban men that make a lot of money, that have trophy wives, a lot of those girls will be monetized in some sort of way. A Hooters girl, they were a stripper or they were an escort, and he picked them up and wifed them. Now you see this woman and you like, damn, she bad. He got a badass trophy wife. But a lot of those trophy wives were monetized.
Bimbofication. We gone through all this, y'all. Porn stars, women of the night, they all at some point have the ability to get hitched or married off. Jasmine Cashmere, we all watched her film. She got married. Right, Ebony Eyes, she got married. Like Jenna Jameson, they all at some point get married. Like, what are we talking about, man? This man, listen, he ain't telling y'all nothing new. This is like 80-year-old information. This is 80-year-old information. Whores get married. You know why? Because to the husband, it's his turn. So he doesn't see her as a whore because he's getting his turn. Let's go.
Scottsdale, Newport Beach, New York City, Manhattan.
He ain't saying
a lot of those rich guys
know.
Be marrying sugar babies.
Yeah, superhead. Y'all be wanting base surface level shit because that's where y'all's. That's as deep as y'all go. First layer.
Former escorts, high-end escorts, or shit like that. Hooters girls, strippers. It happens a lot in that area, but dudes don't know. Dudes have no clue. He thinks that this is some girl he met in college, and then they met on a normal, regular dating app.
I'm trying to find the part where he was bragging about the 19, 20-year-old. Like, oh, her mama knew, but did her daddy know? Will you date a JUCO with a daddy? See, that's what I want to know. Would you date a JUCO chick with a daddy? And then how would you approach it if the daddy found out and he, because a lot of dads would not be cool with some guy in a similar age bracket dating his daughter. So I would definitely want to know, do you go after the JUCO with no daddy?
That's not true. Even I told you in my stream, my girlfriend was a sugar baby. Well,
his girlfriend was a sugar baby. Now, if you're gonna sit here and say, well, Sly, he wasn't tricking, there it is there. That's what the whole site is for. For old men to get with young women. The young women get monetary gains, gifts, access to finances, resources in exchange for intimacy and companionship. That's a trick, yes? That's a trick, yes? Okay. Let's continue.
he was going to marry her, and she was willing to marry me. So that's an example. But I wouldn't have known, but he would have known. Y'all don't think so? A lot, and you will see a lot of those trophy wives be aggressive. A lot of times when they go from sugar baby to wife, and then they kind of mature, you'll see they'll be very bossy.
I feel bad for a lot of you guys. If this is y'all go-to guy, this is shit that your daddy could have taught you, your uncles could have told you. This is 80-year-old information, man.
And this and that. They'll know how to handle people. They'll know how to run a side business. They'll be hella aggressive. That comes from working in the industry. Sometimes there'll be a mama-san, a madam, or there'll be a cocktail server in a strip club. This happens all the time, brothers.
It does? It does? Really? This is y'all's
This
guy.
happens all the time. Dudes are in denial. Dudes are in denial.
Okay.
Dudes are in denial. That happens all the time.
All the time, y'all.
Dudes be wifing up. Dude, I know strippers in Vegas. They always get marriage proposals. They'll get guys and be like, "I'll change your life." I was messing with this.
I Can Fix Her. Y'all didn't know that, right? The whole I Can Fix Her, when the Penguin series was on HBO and everyone fell in love with Carmine's daughter. I forget the actress that plays her, but all the guys were like, I can fix her, I can fix her. Like, it's a running joke, Greg. It's a running joke about men trying to fix toxic women. It's turned into a running joke. It's a meme right now. But let's go. This is your guy.
This girl recently.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No. When you openly brag about being a sugar daddy, that's not a win. How's that a win? Okay, knockout. I got you. Matter of fact, if you want to have a discussion, we can do it right now. Explain to me how being a sugar daddy is a win. In what reality? In what timeline is being a sugar daddy a win? How's that a win? Explain it to me. What is the difference between a sugar daddy and a John? What's the difference? Let's not do vice versa. So, see, come on, I asked you a direct question. See, I hate when y'all do this shit. You want to come in here and derail and disrupt. Okay, here, the floor is yours. Once again, how is being a sugar daddy a win? Give it to me. Where's the win? Let's continue. This is what y'all aspire to. It's not gonna work out well for y'all. I guarantee it. But come on.
She's a cocktail waitress. I actually visited her in the strip club to see if she actually was a stripper. She was like, "Yeah, come on and come and see me at work." So I went to go see her at work. She was a cocktail waitress, so she did not strip. But she says dudes offer her all the time. I'll change your life. I'll make you a wife. I'll put you up in a house. I'll give you kids. I'll give you an allowance.
Give us something a little bit more adult. Give us adult-based conversation. This is childish. This is some shit you tell your 13, 14, 15-year-old son, nephew, cousin, okay?
All the time. She's like, I get them offers all the time. She showed me on her phone. She's like, look at my text messages. She's like,
sir, that's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. I asked you, it was a very closed-ended question. I asked you, where's the win in being a sugar daddy? Okay? I said nothing about anything else. Show me how being a sugar daddy is a win. Last time I checked, that falls under the trick umbrella. Okay? If you can't answer the question, go ahead and kick rocks, bro. Respectfully. Okay? Pay for play. That's prostitution. Sir, that's prostitution. I have nothing against prostitution, but call it what it is. He's a John. He's a trick. And that's what he's reduced himself down to. And I told y'all last week, if you took out the box part of his conversations, no one's listening. You wouldn't listen to Ron Wills if it wasn't about box. You wouldn't listen to CGA if it was about box. You wouldn't listen to Alpha Male Strategies if it take out the box conversation of all their rhetoric. You're not paying attention because that's not what y'all not here for. Self-improvement, self-inflection, self-introspection, healing. No, is there a box commentary attached to this? Yes or no? Holy cow. MOT, thank you for the 10. Lamp Central, he and his audience are pathetic. I cannot disagree with you, sir. This is not what you should be aiming to be. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can date them that young, but you're asking for trouble. That's a can of worms you cannot come back from. These girls are not as stupid as you think. They just haven't decided to wake up and pull the trigger on you yet. And when I mean pull the trigger, I mean as far as an accusation. Okay? Let's continue.
Like, look at all these guys telling me they'll wife me, give me a ring, all of that shit. You guys are clueless niggas.
Yeah, and that's how he gets over. He hopes that you guys are that brain dead, uninformed, ignorant. This is all mind-blowing information. He's dropping science, son. How? You didn't know this when you were 13, 14, 15, when you dealt with girls in junior high school? This is brand new to you? This is sad. This is sad.
You men are clueless if you don't know this is going on. And that woman, and that was just a woman I was dealing with in February, right before I left back to Asia. She showed me. And guess what? I found out she was seeing one of the guys, right? She was seeing one of those guys. She would fly in to go see him. It eventually came out because I was asking her questions. And
yeah, you were sharing a pussy. Not only were you paying for it, but you were sharing it. You could even get your own time slot with this broad. Okay, real quick, y'all. Here's what the best you can hope for. If you're going to date a woman for 6 months, okay, if it's not going to go anywhere past 6 months, you would hope you're not sharing her with anybody during your time slot. You understand? All right, I met this chick. I understand what it is. Okay, for the next 3-4 months, we're going to have fun together. You would hope you're just the one for now and you're not in her rotation. You would hope you just get your own time slot. This is nasty work, man. You guys are out here shaking, and I get it. You can't stop it. So you now on top of you spending money, and you still have to. You don't even get your own time slot. You have to share with her with other men at the same time. It's your turn, and this is what you guys aspire to. Okay, y'all got it, man. Y'all got it, man.
And then she was like, "Oh," because at first she was like, "These guys offer me, I never take the offer." But then I found out, oh, she was entertaining one of them. But dudes don't understand that. And if you saw the girl, you would never guess. She looks like an innocent white girl. An innocent white girl. She looks like the Mackenzie Lewick. She's like she's a very short, petite, small white girl.
Okay, so he can't help himself. Like, he is solely attracted to mainly white women, and on the occasion an Asian. Okay, white women give you a whole different set of problems as opposed to black women, Asian women, Mexican women. So he likes. And not only does he like white women, you like them young. And that's not a recipe for disaster. Okay, I'm here for it.
Girl, kind of curvy for her, a small woman, because and she knows the game. She knows how to talk to men because she talks to men all the time in the strip club. She's been working in that industry for a few years. So guarantee you, when she comes out, she can know how to talk to people. She's going to know how to talk to people, know how to get over on men, know how to play and finesse them, know how to. But she will be a wife. And you'll be like, she really knows how to handle herself because she works in that industry, but you would never know it. How does she learn to be so confident and talk to men and have conversation? She talks to hundreds of men a week. She knows the game. So she comes out and you see her and you be like, damn, he got a good wife. She got a head on her shoulders. She's confident. She knows.
Okay, so is he saying in so many words, accept realities, that either you're going to pay for it, and while paying for it, you're going to be sharing her also with other men at the same time that you're paying for it. So you don't even get an allotted time slot. Okay. That's the reality he's created. And that's the reality he is, I guess, telling you guys to accept. I mean, can you really stop it, change it? No. But should that be your reality? No, it shouldn't either. If you aspire for higher, for more, then this, low level box rhetoric and just low level women that operate on this level, then have at it, man. I would think he would want better for men, but look at the level he's at. So then that tells me everything I need to know. But this is y'all's guy.
Knows how to speak. She knows how to handle his business. And I think that woman, if I'm not mistaken, the woman I'm talking about, she's 22 years old. 22. She ain't even more than 23 years old. She ain't even over 23, and she got all this experience, and you would see her. She's a very short, petite white woman. You would not have a clue. And she would get wifed up. She gets offered to get wifed up all the time.
Yes, we know this. They can get married anytime they want. We know this. Craig, give us something tell us something we don't know already.
By these rich guys that come in and throw money around this strip club and book VIP rooms and all of that shit. Y'all have no clue the dark.
Okay, well, that's wrong because not all women are monetized. And not just saying for correct grammatical English, but not all women are monetized. They can be. They have the ability to do so, but not all of them operate like this. If she likes you, you don't have to worry about that. How about that? If she's into you, she'll spend money on you. This is old lie. We've already known. This is nothing new. If she likes you, she'll spend money on you, and not the other way around. Come on, stop. I mean, I get it. This is your guy, but your guy is a self-admitted trick, and he likes to dabble with young white girls. And once again, this tends to not end well for black men.
Dark side is out of control. Dudes wipe up strippers and sugar babies all the time. All right, this is too heavy for y'all.
No, this is not heavy.
Somebody said Erica Kirk. Exactly. Let's go, T Diamond. Let's go, T Diamond. They ain't ready for this shit.
Wow.
And T Diamond's a woman, y'all.
Wow.
T Diamond's a woman, just so y'all know.
Who didn't know Erica Kirk was a honeypot? Who didn't know Cash Patel's girlfriend's a honeypot? Tell us something we don't know. Come on, y'all. We're pushing 50, and these are the conversations.
Erica Kirk.
All right, okay.
Look
Anything
at Charlie
else?
Kirk, ecclesiastical man,
Anything
Christian.
else?
Erica Kirk, a beauty pageant girl in the Trump pageant. Let's go. Let's go. That's prime example. Thank you, T Diamond. T Diamond, you own it. Thank you. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Should be anything else. I'm gonna get out of here.
That's a prime example.
Okay.
She married a goofy nigga, but meanwhile, she was a.
All right, I'm out. I can't with y'all. Y'all do better, want better. If this is the level, I will want you to want better for yourself. But once again, so you just leave people where they're at. Okay, so let's get into this. Since we're here talking about interracials, triggering show tonight, because we're gonna kick the backs in on both sides of blacks and whites. Okay, let's go here. Okay, more male caucasity. I'm here for it. Okay, ready? This is a lengthy series. Let's go here.
Is the emergency?
I just killed my wife.
Okay, sir, what's your name?
Brandon Dickerson.
That Dickerson with a V?
D-I-C-K-E-R-S-O-N.
A man just called 911 in the middle of the night and calmly admitted he just killed the woman he claimed to love. Within minutes, the police are already on their way. But for one family, the worst moment isn't the call. It's what comes next.
If my daughter dead, man, tell me yes or no, please. I can sympathize.
Okay, listen to me. Yes.
My daughter's dead.
We're working through this right now. Okay?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Where is he at? Where is he?
He's in our custody.
What? I don't give a. Where is he? That's my daughter. Only daughter. Where is he at?
February 7th, 2025, approximately 12:40 a.m., Bryan, Texas. That's when Brandon Michael Dickerson made the call that would define everything that followed.
Okay. Let's stop real quick. I feel bad for Pops, but Pops, that was her husband. I feel bad for Pops. Brandon Michael. What was his name? Hold on, let me go back. What was his name? Damn it. Was it Brandon Michael Smith? I think it was Brandon Michael Smith. I could be okay. I think I'm right. Okay. No Smith. No. Brandon Michael. Texas kills wifey. Was that what it was? Brandon Smith Dickerson? Oh, that's right. Brandon Michael Dickerson. There we go. All right. And you know what he did? He followed the ambulance driver. Tried to finish the job shooting at the ambulance. He chased the ambulance down. Y'all got it, man. We're gonna get back to it. Okay.
Start your morning.
Damn it.
At some in the hospital tonight after she says a normal Uber ride turned into a nightmare. Thank you for joining us for Live at 5. I'm Lauren Magarino.
And I'm Brad Stevens. That mom was shot multiple times during a chase along Rowe Avenue near Franklin Park last Sunday. And tonight she's talking about what happened. KCTV5's Grace Smith spoke with her.
And this can't be it. Nope, my bad. All right, we're going back. My bad. Let's go.
911. What's the address of the emergency?
I just killed my wife.
Okay, sir. What's your name?
Brandon Dickerson.
Is that Dickerson with a V?
Dickerson.
Can you tell me a little bit about what happened this evening?
She was cheating.
Okay.
He caught her cheating. I don't agree with what these men are doing when they catch their women cheating. I don't agree with it. And I'll leave it at that.
Did you catch her cheating, or did she tell you she was cheating?
I'll say I caught her cheating.
Okay, and what's
can I add someone to my call? I need someone to take my child.
How many children do you have at the location?
Just one. He's 8 years old.
Okay, and what's your wife's name?
My last name of what?
What's your wife's name?
Oh, Alexis Walls.
How do you spell her last name?
Walls.
Okay, is she still breathing?
Oh, no, she's shot like 15 times.
Well, damn. Okay. All right. I'm here for it. Come on. Now what you don't hear, and what you're never going to hear, any outrage or any speaking out against this type of violence to black women from a subsect of a demographic of black women that are for this type of relationship. Okay. Somehow, some way, it will be the black man's fault. Mind you, she had a father, clearly an active father, and that was enough to sway her decisions when it comes to who made her feel good. Obviously, this white man made his daughter feel good to the point where they got married. Okay, now this is a father's worst nightmare, and you know, my heart goes out to the dad. Okay. All right, let's continue.
Okay, do you have the gun on you at this moment?
No, sir. 15. No, one mag is 30 rounds. AR 5.56s, 30 round mags. Yeah.
I currently do not. It is disassembled outside.
Where outside is it?
It's going to be on my front porch.
On your front porch?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of gun is it?
It's a Ruger Security 9.
A Ruger Security 9? Is that what you said?
Is that a handgun or rifle? What? Okay, that's a handgun, not a rifle. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a pistol. He hit her with a pistol. I thought he hit her with a rifle. All right, let's continue. I thought he hit her with a rifle. It's a pistol, y'all. Never mind. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, and where's your wife at?
She's in the middle of the hallway.
Which highway?
No, in the hallway of my house.
In the hallway? Okay, when did you When did you shoot her?
Just now.
What's the address of the emergency?
Let's continue.
What was the point of recording?
Okay, wait. I'm gonna go
What's
back.
the address?
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna back
How
out.
long
Back
ago
out.
was that?
Part 1. Okay, wait. It's a lot, and we're gonna go over all of it. Okay, okay, here we go. Nope. Okay, let's go. 15 times. Okay.
How long ago was that?
How long has this phone call been? Actually, I can't take it apart, but it is outside. It's gonna be laying on the trunk of my car.
Okay, okay. You just said it was on the front porch taken apart, and now it's.
I was in the process of trying to take it apart.
Okay.
Hi, I see your 2 officers.
Okay, where is it?
Can I go ahead and lay in the middle of the street?
Did you have what in the middle of the street?
Your officers are here. I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna go and lay in the middle of the street.
Oh.
The call wasn't to ask for help, not to report an emergency, but to confess that he had just shot and killed his partner, 23-year-old Alexis Walls. Dickerson didn't run. He didn't hide. He waited. When officers pulled up to the home on East 18th Street, they found Dickerson lying on the ground outside, compliant, silent, and ready to be taken into custody.
I swear to God, shot her 15 times. She's in court. Get my son. I'm going to jail. Get my son. Call Dario. Get my son. I swear to God. I swear to God. I told you. I swear to God. I can't.
I gotta call mom. I'll be right there.
Is anybody else in the house?
Yes, my son. My brother's getting him. I only relinquished custody to my brother.
Is that who's on the phone? Is that who's on the phone right now?
Why would you do this, Brandon? You know you're gonna kill mom.
I know. I'm sorry.
What is Brandon?
I'm sorry. I love you.
And we're gonna have one detained.
I'm John, put the cop on the phone.
You're on speaker.
I'm coming for
Let's get him off the road.
I only relinquished custody to Nathan Aaron Clabo.
Roll over on your butt.
I only relinquished custody.
Stand up for me. We're gonna walk over here, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Please don't take him in. Where's he right there?
In the hallway.
He's in the hallway. My son's just sleeping in the bed.
Hey, Officer Lee, where are you going?
I don't know.
Have him in. Put him in.
I'm just waiting for all the outrage. No, is this somehow the black man's fault? She had a black daddy. I guess the daddy should have stepped in and took care of it before. He should have had foresight and precognitive abilities to see this happening and should have stepped in. I know what they're going to say. Come on.
The car right there.
I don't have.
We're gonna turn this car right now.
That's okay.
Okay, sorry, I'm just
I tried to just become it was a trunk of my car.
5A for OIC. The male is going to be detained.
How long ago was that?
Okay. Part three. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Shoot, 1. Okay, here we go. Now, when it comes to Justin Fairfax, people will say, well, there's a femicide problem. Why do black men keep killing black women? And I'm like, listen, first of all, every woman that has been taken out, or most women, be taken out by someone of their race. It's called proximity, right? Majority of Asian women done by Asians, majority of white women done in by white men, black men, or black women, black men, Latino women, Latino men, so on and so forth. That's called proximity. More than likely, if anything is going to happen to a woman, it's from someone that is normally of her own race. Okay? So that's the first thing. So there's no femicide problem. When we talk femicide, go take your ass to the Middle East. That's real femicide. Okay? But let's continue.
Hey, firearms right there on the trunk.
So I reloaded.
Have you searched him?
Yes. The first night.
You want to double verify if you like?
No, that's all right. Just have a seat.
We got him sit down. So the first night jam, so you loaded a second one.
And I only relinquished custody to Nathan Aaron Clabo.
Is that who you were on the phone with?
Yes, that is my brother.
Okay. He said he's on his way.
I only no other person has.
That's fine. That's okay. That's all right.
She's cheating.
He's on his way. We'll get your son to him. You said his name was Nathan?
Nathan Aaron Calavo. C-L-A-B-O-U-G-H.
Okay.
Ooh, this car's a little too hot.
I mean,
She looks so nervous.
No, they're definitely not heated seats, but there might be a heater on. It's been freezing for the last month, so it probably just got left on.
But inside the house was the reality of what he had done. Once Dickerson had been placed in custody, officers made their way into the building, and what they found was beyond evil.
How did the son sleep through all that? That's crazy.
With the black screen, bro, this is blurred.
Officers moved through the home and into the bedroom, where Alexis Walls was found. She had been shot 15 times, 15 rounds fired into a 23-year-old mother inside her own home in the middle of the night, with no chance to escape and no one there to...
Okay, hold on, let me stop. Wait. Who's they say? Did you look those up for yourself? Did you look that up yourself? Or are you just going off what people say? Okay, let's do that. Let's go look for ourselves. Because I don't like when people tell me what they're saying. So what are they saying? So, what race of men kill their women the most? Let's do that. All right. Okay. Based on data, black women face the highest rates of homicide, while white women have the highest total number of deaths due to their larger population size. So pick your poison. So black women have higher rates, but white women have higher numbers. White men have the highest absolute numbers of offenders. Black men disproportionately represent a high number of offenders relative to their population size. Okay. 9 out of 10 females murdered by males are killed by someone they know. That's the first thing. No. So, black women have higher rates. White women have total number of deaths. So which one makes you feel better to justify your position? All right. Homicides occur in women of all ages and among all races, ethnicities, but young racial ethnic minority women are disproportionately affected. The racial ethnic differences in female homicide underscore the importance of targeting prevention and intervention efforts to populations at disproportionately higher risk. Okay, here we go. In 2020, black females were murdered by males at a rate nearly 3 times as high as white females. 2.96 per 100,000 versus 1.07 per 100,000. In 2020, black females accounted for 14% of the female population in the U.S., while 31% of the females killed by males in single offender incidents where the race of the victim was known were black. Okay. Single female victim, black male offender homicides where the age of victim were reported 628. 9% of black female were less than 18 years old. Ooh, that's bad. All right. So does that make you happy? I don't know. What do you? Oh, I don't know. Is that the flex you want? I'm not understanding. Okay, great. Okay, black women face the higher rates of homicide by black men. Okay, so simple solution: don't deal with black men. How about that? That's my response. Okay, so if black men are that dangerous, then go elsewhere and deal with somebody else. That's how you fix that problem. Yeah, is that not a proper solution? And then what is black? Because black can mean a whole bunch of stuff. Black can mean a whole bunch of stuff. let's go.
To stop it. Pathetic. But she wasn't alone in that house. Her 18-month-old son was there too.
18
Officers
months.
ensured he was safe.
House clear. House is clear. She's gone, Sarge. Yeah.
That baby don't even know who his mama is for real.
Sorry.
I pulled that. We finished up over there. And I pulled that disturbance up, and the only note on there was, "I just killed my wife." I was like, "Oh, geez, this is either going to be legit or 96."
He said sounds 96.
That's what I thought too. And then when they said no one's called in about gunshots, I was like, eh.
Too young to understand what had just happened. Too young to call for help. And now, left with the one person who was supposed to protect him. Outside, the reality hadn't fully hit. Not until the victim's family arrived and heard the news. That sight was quite unbearable.
Who is this? Who is this?
Ma'am?
Hello?
Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter?
She's inside. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Where's
What is your daughter's
Where's my baby?
What's your daughter's name?
Alexis.
Alexis. Okay. Come here. Come here.
No. Where's my daughter?
She's inside. We can't let you go in there right now.
Wait a second. That boy did not hurt my daughter.
You do not want to go in there right now.
Did he shoot my daughter?
Sir.
Tell me, did he shoot my daughter?
We are working through an investigation right now.
Sir, has my daughter been shot? You can say yes or no. That's all I want to know.
We're working through an investigation right now. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna hurt him.
My daughter been shot.
Is
All right, she got two black ass parents, two black country parents, and yet she couldn't find no other black men. She couldn't find her father or father figure in no other black men. She saw that in the white man. Okay, hey man, listen. If black female femicide is real, go elsewhere. How about that? That's how you fix that. That's how you fix that. Don't date black men. Okay? Simple. It's a really simple fix. It really, really is. It really, really is. You know what? Pit bulls had the most bites and kill more people. Guess what I don't do? How I'm not gonna get killed or bit by a pit bull. I don't own one. I stay away from them. See how simple that is? Okay, come on.
he in there?
He is not in there.
Where is he? Where is he?
He is currently in our custody right
I'm
now.
gonna hurt Brandon.
What?
Will you switch places with
Yes,
Officer
Brandon.
Hey,
Oh,
Officer
boy. Where is he?
Y'all got tape around his house, my daughter.
Do not go over there.
What? Y'all got tape around his house, my daughter. Says my daughter dead.
They egging it on. They just tell them, bro.
No, please. I can sympathize.
Okay, listen to me. Yes. Yes.
My daughter's dead.
We're working through this right now. Okay?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Jesus.
Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. You know, because this is the White Kangz show tonight.
Where is he? I don't give a. Where is he? Where is he?
He's in our custody.
I don't give a. Where is he? That's my daughter. Only daughter. Where is he at? Where is he? Sir, it's no way I can be calm like this.
I know.
Where is he?
There's nothing I can say right now. I understand. There's nothing I can say right now. Okay? But he is not going anywhere right now. Come here. Come here. Come here.
He didn't want to be together with him.
Oh, Lord Jesus. He gave us
That be the herder, bro.
Oh, God.
This guy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord.
It'll probably log us on scene when we said we saw him in the roadway.
Yeah.
So.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit to his head.
So, like I said, I'm here to be kind of petty, but not. But black people, when y'all don't, when your child brings home a white person, even if it's not a serious date, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't y'all just be like, what is he doing here? Like, does that not cross your mind at all? Like, are black people just so open to any and everything? Like, oh, if that's okay, he's invited to the cookout. Like, why the fuck are you with him? Because you know the history of their psychopathy. I don't understand. Like, you act like this shit's been diluted over time. Y'all act like what got them through the Caucasus Mountains and living in caves and shit and hunting down their own other relatives somehow got diluted as humans advanced. I'm not understanding why y'all think that's so. What's here? I'm not here to indict all white people, but I'm just saying there's a certain psychopathy that comes with white men, that they are the apex predators of the planet. I don't understand. How do y'all don't understand this part? Wherever the white man goes is conquered and is worse for wear when they leave it or when they give it back. I'm not understanding why y'all think this shit, it gets diluted through time. I'm not understanding. But okay, come on.
Wife owns the funeral. Wife's family owns the funeral home.
Wow. So they're going to end up doing their own daughter's body. Holy cow. What a twist of fate. Imagine you own a family, a funeral service. Imagine you being a black person that owns a funeral service. Your black daughter gets killed by her white husband, and you're going to have to process her body. You're going to have to embalm your own daughter. God damn. That's not very Jesus-like of Jesus to make a black family suffer like that. But what do I know? Come on, let's continue.
Because the husband wanted me to call them.
Is the owner of the house a registered owner of the house yet?
Registered owner?
He's the owner of the house. This guy? I guess I read it. Which one was the witness? Is that right?
Jones in Washington, that's what he said.
You know, is it Alexis?
I don't know her name. They're getting it now. But they said Jones in Washington was owned by her family. Allegedly. Where's Schrader?
Where is he?
Yeah. Is he not working today?
Probably about to wake up to go road. One of the medics going to check her out? Yeah, two of them went in there.
The phone's not here, right?
Hey, you know, these white cops is just, they ain't chilling. They ain't tripping. They laughing and shit like it's another day. You understand? Like, I get it. Cops have become desensitized to so much. They're cracking jokes. And they got a dead black ass woman in the hallway of her house with her mixed kid with no parents, and the white guys in the truck chilling. Psychopathy, y'all. And you.
Oh, it was Galvan's short day today, I think.
No, it's our short day.
Yeah. Oh, it's y'all's short day?
But Galvan's not here, right?
Galvan's probably crying right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, it's just another day to them. Another day to them.
I thought I heard his voice when we were here, that's why I put him down.
This boy! No! I understand. No! Where is that motherfucker? Where is he at? Where is he? I don't give a where is he? That's my dog. Where is he at?
When Alexis's parents were told she
That
was
boy
gone,
fingers was itching to grab something. Am I tripping? Y'all need to see that opposite game. Fingers itching to grab something, bro.
grief was immediate. overwhelming, and impossible to contain. The kind of pain that doesn't need words. Because
you expect these people to understand your grief and your pain at this point? Do you really expect these people to empathize with you, let alone sympathize? Let's continue.
Because it says everything on its own. A daughter lost, a life taken, a family shattered in a single night. Meanwhile, Dickerson, the singular perpetrator of this abominable act, wouldn't go unpunished.
Yeah, he had it with him.
He said his phone wall was over the house.
Ain't no beating this case down. Like, he right. We all know it's over with, fam. Ain't he in Texas? It's over with.
He said upstairs?
Yes, sir.
Your brother was on scene.
I've seen him, but I just don't trust my son with my wife's family.
Okay.
So he
I
wants
know.
the son with his white family.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to pause too many times.
So
Game,
he want
but
the, he want the kid with his white family. Not.
I
not
find
the
it
black
weird
side.
that he was saying he don't want the kid to go with nobody else but his brother.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time, he had only 18 months, game. He barely know his mama. You feel me?
Yeah, he ain't gonna.
Then the mama said that the daughter was trying to get away. She didn't want to be with dude right here. She didn't want to be with him. And then you done killed her, and you saying that you don't want the kid to go with her family. Okay, what's wrong with her family?
Okay, let's skip. Let's go ahead and go to part 8. Let's go here.
Sit back. Sit back. Yes, I would say this left side, when you go down, like a little bit, it's like a little loose. This is like more off, it just feels weird. A, B.
No, what should happen is CPS should be called. Depending on what state, county, whatever you're in. Situations like this, CPS is called and they take custody of the kid and then they set up court dates to determine where the kid should go during the trial before they make a final decision months down the road. But for the most part, CPS should come get the kid. But once again, I don't know how this county in Texas operates with situations like this. Let's go.
What's going on right here?
I'm in the license or what?
Any seat?
This is the found on this person? Yes.
Once in police custody, Dickerson had some things to tell officers regarding why he did what he did.
I just feel bad for my son. I had just ruined his entire life.
I'm sure that your brother will take good care of him. Y'all from around here?
I'm sure his brother not gonna happen.
Here about, let's say 17 years ago. I started 7th grade here.
Okay.
And then I took 8th grade twice because I didn't feel like going to high school.
Why not?
Just
he repeated 8th
the
grade
kids
twice.
I was in class with. It's just, I've always been an outcast my whole life. This is probably the first thing that was really good for me because you can offer me a cup of water and as soon as I'm about to grab it, society just throws it on the ground right in front of me every single time for 29 years. Breaks the person down.
Yeah, it does. Usually it doesn't even take that long.
I'm pretty strong-willed. I should have got help.
I have an unpopular opinion. I think the black parents shouldn't even want the little mixed boy. I think the black parents should not want custody of the little black boy, or the little mixed boy. I'm just saying.
A long time ago, I told the detective the first 11 years of my life was domestic violence. Our stepfather was addicted to pills and alcohol. You know how the old truckers used to be on the speeds and all this other stuff, and we've had a fight our whole life.
Look at this white king. This is what she liked, y'all. Look how his build, his look, his aesthetic. What do you? I don't. Okay. That's what you like. That's what made you moist. That's what made you moist.
I've always had this going on in my head, and just tonight tipped the scale a little too far. And I had a call because I know everything can get used against me, but.
Well, respectfully, if I have to answer why I think the black parents should not want nothing to do with this little mixed boy, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I would not want a reminder. No, I'm good. That gene is in him. Sorry, not sorry, but that blood is in him. Okay. Well, once again, I think a little different.
But it was going to be worse than if I waited in the morning, because their entire family line would have been gone.
Okay, so we go to part 9. Where's part 9? Oh, wait. Husband shoots wife, find time. Okay, there we go, part 9. Okay.
I had to stop myself before I lost.
You feel me? I was gonna be cool with a life sentence, but how he talking right now, he killed that girl for no reason, because shit that he was going through in his life. What the fuck make y'all so confident that what y'all doing is okay just because you done went through some shit in your past?
Okay, sir, you're asking the wrong questions. I don't care.
You want to go run to him about our problems. No woman should talk to another man.
Here we go. Here's the cheating part. Here's the cheating part.
Endeavors within their relationship that gives them such an advantage.
That's facts.
And she fell into it. And I confronted her, and she said, nothing's going on. Nothing's going on. So today, he texted her when we were at the mall, and I seen something about him saying honey something, and I was like, hey, why is he calling you honey? Oh, I don't know, that's weird. Yeah, that's kind of unlike him. And then tonight...
Wait, what? That makes no sense. You said the white family will have access to the black family because of the kid, so they shouldn't have that gene around. I'm not understanding what that means. Rephrase that. I'm lost. I'm a little sick, so please forgive me, but I'm not understanding what you're saying. We'll never know. We'll never know. But you know, a possessive man is a possessive man. Doesn't matter who she talks to outside of her guy. If he's possessive, that's all you need to know. Enough, you know, like what. But you know what? Yeah, some white men would be more offended if the black girlfriend or wife or whatever was cheating on a white man with another black man. That would take it up a notch. I will agree to that.
She wanted to tell him I love you, good night, kisses and heart emojis and all this other stuff, and it tipped the...
Having the child with them will give... Once again, my position is, if I'm, and I'm not, but I wouldn't want nothing to do with that kid. I just wouldn't. You could try to frame it like the best of both worlds, the best of, you know how mixed people or parents of mixed kids try to frame it like, oh, you're the best of both worlds. No, that you are the culmination of some of the worst parts of the parents too. You are the best and worst parts of these two warring factions. So me personally, I would not. No, God forbid, no. I don't want no reminder. I would end up probably abusing the little boy just on GP because of what happened to my, you know what I'm saying? Like those are things people don't think about. Like, I can't hurt your daddy, but you here, so I can hurt you. Y'all don't think about shit like that. That's why I would say it would be best in that black parents. It would be best for them to not deal with that child, the grandchild, because you heard that father. You think that father gonna sit there and play with that little boy like ain't nothing happened? Like you the reason why, like the reason why you're in my house is because what your daddy did. Like y'all don't think about shit like that. Because if it were me, I would probably be looking for reasons to hurt that little boy. I'm only human. But come on.
Scale, you're gonna lie to me when I'm trying to be open and confront you and try to work everything out, and you just want to laugh in my face, literally.
No, mixed people are not black. They are their own buffer class. They are what they are, biracial. They're not black. They're not white either. They're their own class, and I wish they would act like it instead of stop trying to appease two sides. Like, no, you're your own whole class. You don't need to be black nor white. You're something different. You're an amalgamation. Like, that's the dumbest thing ever. No, I don't consider mixed people black. They're not.
Laugh in my face.
Brandon Michael Dickerson was charged with murder under Texas law, and nearly a year later, on February 3rd, 2026, he stood in court and pleaded guilty.
Ooh.
There was no trial, no debate over what happened, because he already had said it himself. The court sentenced him to 50 years in prison.
All right, well, there it is there. Okay. No, he'll get out. He has an out date.
The maximum punishment available, 50 years for a life taken, for a child left behind, for a family forced to carry a loss that will never fully heal. All of it coming back to one moment, one decision, and one belief that was never proven true, but still ended in irreversible tragedy.
I'll take that.
Okay. 50 years. Okay. All right, let's go here. More nonsense. Now we got black on black violence. Let's go here. Everyone's favorite sticking point.
Jabari Bush said little during his arraignment in Bridgeport Superior Court this morning, but the silent message delivered by dozens of city firefighters spoke volumes.
We are unified. We are professionals. We will always show up to do our job, and we will always stick together and support each other and support the community.
About 60 of Bridgeport's bravest fill the courthouse to face down the 40-year-old accused of fatally shooting and killing Terrence Kramer inside a home in Stratford early Saturday morning. The 41-year-old father of two young boys served more than 9 years as a city firefighter.
If you didn't know him, plot twist, come on.
You wanted to know him. When you got to know him, you wanted to emulate his qualities, his humility, his friendliness. He never did not have a smile on his face.
We thank everyone for the support for his young boys that he looked after so much, and he just wanted them to be grown men. He wanted them to be good men.
According to court papers, Bush entered the apparently unlocked home shortly before 2 a.m. and found his ex-girlfriend in bed with the firefighter. She heard him yell, "You're here with another man." Moments later, gunfire, and firefighter Kramer cried out, "I just got shot." Responding officers found Kramer on the bedroom floor with a gunshot wound to his right thigh. A paramedic pronounced him dead on the scene.
It's sad. It's heartbreaking. You know, when we all got pulled down to the kitchen early in the morning, none of us expected to hear that, let alone about Terrence Kramer.
Officially, the charges against Jabari Bush: murder, home invasion, illegal possession of a firearm. In Superior Court this morning, the judge.
Okay, sir, that's great. Good for you. You're special. You're not. You're different. Okay, good for you. I'm so happy that you were not. Okay, good for you. All right, moving on. The fuck?
Boosted the bond from $2 million to $3 million. In Bridgeport, I'm Joe Torres, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, everybody getting murked out. Everybody's getting murked out. Okay, so let's run through some clips before we get to the main crux of the White Kangz. Part 2 of White Kangz featuring Ashley Janae. What is this? Nope. Okay, that's that. Okay, let's get rid of that. What is this? And not that. And not that either. Okay. Let's do WrestleMania recap, yeah? Let's do WrestleMania 42 Night 1 recap. And then we're gonna get to the main topic. WrestleMania. Everybody I watched fucking hated it. They've been trashing it. I caught a glimpse and pieces of it. Okay. Randy Orton is injured. Okay, let me respell that. Yeah, that looks terrible. Come on. You can spell. There we go. Okay. Let's go here. Night 1 recaps for those that care or don't care. Oh, okay. One of the girls from Cat's Eye was in the club or in the building. There are still ringside seats available for WrestleMania Night 2, which is tomorrow night. $16,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was that 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 10 seats, ringside seats available. 16 racks. Are you paying 16 racks? Okay. Let's go here. All right, miscue between Logan Paul and Nice Show Speed proved decisive. Okay, so LA Knight and Theory, those guys won. Okay, they won. Okay. I show Speed got laid out. Blah blah blah. Leapfrogging from the top rope. Yeah, okay. Jacob Fatu. Okay. Yeah, I called that. Jacob won that one. Women's tag team. So Paige and Bree won it. What the fuck, man? So you just used them for nothing. They could have been a legendary tag team. Nia Jackson, Lash Legend. Anywho, Becky Lynch, AJ Lee. Becky Lynch wins again. Wow. Gunther and Seth Rollins. Gunther won. Snore, snooze fest. Liv Morgan, Stephanie Vaquer. Morgan won. Great. Randy Orton lost. I know that much, right? I know. Yeah. Okay, Rose. Okay, yeah. He won. Yeah, that's whack. That's fucking whack. That is whack, y'all. That is super whack. Super whack. Super whack. So someone gave it grades. Okay. FC plus. Jacob Drew B plus. Women's Fatal 4-Way B. AJ C plus. Ooh, this yeah. Pretty much everybody hated it for the most part. Pretty much everybody hated it. Tomorrow night we get Brock and Oba. Who else? Let's see real quick. Let's show I guess the happiest part is Bianca showing off her belly button or her pregnant belly. Okay, finally gave that man what the hell he been asking for. Okay. We'll catch tomorrow night recap. All right, let's get back to it. White Kangz featuring Ashley Jana. Is there anything else I want to cover first? Let me do something else. I want to cover something real quick. Yeah. There's a couple other stories I want to cover first. Okay. Let's go here. Fat Joe. Spilling hella tea. This is wild. Let's go here.
Women gas you into using drugs again. Yeah. Just don't. Because you're some of the greatest. Scott Storch lost $90 million because a girl who's the most famous girl in the world he was fucking with brought a girl with him, another famous girl, and said, yo, we're going to menage. Who? But sniff this. Who? I can't. But Scott Storch say he took that sniff and it fucked his whole life up. He lost $90 million fucking with that.
He got it back though.
Same thing. No.
He got
Same
80
thing.
back.
Same thing with
He got about 60 back.
what's the Baldwin brother that fucked this whole shit up? I think he's Haley Bieber's father. Alec Baldwin. No, Alec Baldwin, he shot the guy. That's another Baldwin. The handsome one.
Stephen Baldwin.
He used to hang out with us in the Bronx at Jimmy's. This guy went on CNN, you could Google it, and said he was fucking with Madonna. I'll give you that one.
No, that started with Demi Moore, sir. That started with Demi Moore back in the late 90s. Demi Moore, a white woman, made it cool for pregnant women to show off their bellies. No, white women did that first. So the rumblings are one or two things can happen. Triple H gets fired sometime this year, or let go, or walks away, or steps down. Vince gets it back, buys it back from TKO. There's a couple scenarios that could go either way. They're not gonna die per se. To me, it's still too valuable of a product. But TKO could put WWE on the chopping block in 2026. That's also has been floated around as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if Vince gets a bunch of investors to buy back WWE from TKO.
Because he said it.
I don't want that.
Stephen Baldwin
Used to
went on
Jimmy's?
CNN. Huh?
Used to come to
He
Jimmy's.
used to be at Jimmy's with us every week.
Oh.
Fly nigga. Original Jimmy's Bronx Cafe in the South Bronx. For him, he obviously was high around that time. I don't fucking know, but he was.
Yeah, Steve. He got the same name.
Jeez, that podcast is trash. I can't watch these two. They're trash as podcasters. Okay. Let's go here. Hey, I told you it was going to be a triggering show tonight. Let's go here, y'all. Y'all might learn something. Don't say I didn't try to warn you. Don't say Sly didn't try to warn you. Come on.
We've been messaging for months, this man and I. But he doesn't know who I am because I've been undercover posing as a man.
A few years ago, the world was shocked by the case of Dominic Pellico.
Dominic Pellico admitted to recruiting
Enlisting a French man who drugged his wife and invited dozens to rape her. For almost a decade, he secretly dosed her drinks.
Now, pay attention to what men overseas are doing to their women and wives, okay? If black women, you think it's so bad with your black man and your life is on the line, well, go elsewhere and see what they do. They got some way more dastardly shit than what black men can do to you, okay? Come on.
And sexually assaulted her. A months-long investigation has revealed he was far from unique. These communities exist and continue to feed off what happened to you. Pellico is not an outlier.
What's your emergency?
Using our son's sleeping medication.
He's been drugged.
The bedroom isn't safe. The bed is not safe. We infiltrated a vast international network hiding in plain sight. And it led us to the same room as a man who said he was drugging and raping his wife.
I think he's going to be at this restaurant nearby. I think I'll be able to pick him out. But it is going to be quite unnerving being in the same room as him.
That's him. I recognize him.
Emergency?
What am I connecting?
Go ahead, call. What's your emergency? I've just heard from my daughter. She's on her own in a house with 4 children and has just learned she's been drugged with her son's sleeping medicine.
We worry about who's coming behind us, walking down the street. We worry about going to our car late at night, but we don't worry about who we lie next to. I didn't realise I had to.
Zoe Watts may never know if the videos her husband made of her being raped were ever uploaded online. that huge numbers of videos are being posted by users who claim it's non-consensual. One website profiting from this is motherless.com.
Okay, this is a very old site. This is a very... I'm surprised people are just now learning about... Listen, Motherless, Ogreish. Before it was Ogreish, it was Live Leak. I mean, there were a bunch of gore sites back in the late 90s, early 2000s where you can go see all the cartel beheadings and all the, you know, just all the just deep, dark, nasty, just the ugly side of humans, right? The dark side of humans. This stuff's been around forever. Like, I haven't heard that website mentioned in forever. I'm like, oh yeah, you know. Oh yeah, come on, let's go. Let's continue.
Last year, we began investigating a porn site that gets over 60 million visits a month, focusing on the thousands of videos featuring women.
Man, listen, Live Leak was everything. Live Leak was everything. Then they got bought out. It was called Ogreish.com. But Live Leak was everything. And there was another competing site, but it wasn't as good as Live Leak. Live Leak had everything, like everything.
Who appear unconscious during sex acts. It's home to over 20,000 videos of so-called sleep content, with hundreds of thousands of views. One popular hashtag is iCheck, a way of proving a woman is asleep. We created a fake name and soon got into a private Telegram group that's dedicated to sharing sleep content with almost 1,000 members.
So some person will say, oh, I'm thinking about drugging my wife tonight. Someone is like, great idea, you should give her this.
The Telegram conversation makes it real. It feels like it's all happening there, and that you're fearful of someone actually turning on their webcam and showing you, you know, their wife there and then.
Survivors of these assaults, like Zoe, often spend months or years trying to rationalize what's happening to them. She met her husband when she was 17. He's now serving 11 years for rape, sexual assault by penetration, and drugging.
On the face of it, and certainly to the public, he did seem Mr. Perfect. But
now, once again, you do have a group of men that believe that if you're married to them, they pretty much own you, and should be able to do whatever they want to you whenever they feel like it. That's not my argument to fight. But come on.
there was an undercurrent throughout the marriage.
She had no reason to suspect that he'd been raping her for what she now believes was 10 years.
Wow.
Then one Sunday, after church, he confessed to crushing pills into her drink.
He reeled off a list of his wrongdoings to me as if it was, you know, a shopping list. I've done this, and this. I've been using our son's sleeping medication to put in your last cup of tea at night to tie you down, take photographs and rape you. And I think I just went into shock. I became ill, very ill, and had lost weight and couldn't really leave the house. I found it. I don't think I knew how to be around people at that time because I felt so broken.
Zoe kept the abuse secret for a few months as she grappled with what had happened to her, speaking out only after a severe panic attack. Her mother then called the police.
There were some times I thought, you know, this isn't right. But what would it mean? What would our family look like? Their children would be without a dad, and there would be a reputation, and my boys would grow up having a reputation, and they'd know what their dad was doing.
I've noticed you haven't used the word rape a lot.
No.
Tell me why.
It just doesn't. I don't know. It's like one of those things, really. I struggle with that, to say that that's what's happened. It's like people can say it to me, but I just don't think. Whew.
You know, you're not alone.
Yeah.
This is sad.
Sadly.
But once again, if you don't feel safe around black men, please date out and see what's waiting for you on the other side. I'm not saying you should be like, oh, they're way more dangerous. Let me come back to this level of danger. And I'm not saying that at all. Like, if y'all really believe in black femicide the way they're painting the narrative, then by all means, go see what the other side has for you in store. Okay, let's keep it going. Wow.
We messaged with multiple users across the US, the UK, France, Brazil, and beyond, who mostly communicated in English.
US, UK, France, and Brazil. Okay.
I connected on Motherless with a user who was selling liquid sedative. Over Telegram, he told me he was running a business, shipping it worldwide. A bottle costs $175.
He's just answered. There's no taste in it, and your wife will not feel anything and will not remember anything. Now he gives instructions on how to use it.
One day, a man in the group we're calling Piotr, not his real name, asked,
Piotr.
Is anyone awake? I replied, and soon he DM'd me.
Wow.
Without encouraging him, I tried to find out how he was managing to do this. Who was he? Where was he? As he continued to share his experience with me, hundreds of users in the group were also coaching one another on how to sedate their partners.
Wow.
Liquids, pills, step-by-step instructions from dozens of drugs to exact dosages were all in the chat. Many of them everyday medicines. Even when women come forward, proving it can be nearly impossible. Some drugs leave the body within 12 hours. Survivors often only realize much later what happened. And even with the courage to speak out, there are still countless roadblocks when it comes to reporting to police or bringing a legal case. Amanda Stanhope didn't know her partner had been abusing her for 5 years.
What were some of the physical signs?
I'd wake up on a towel
Wow.
that wasn't there when I went to bed.
Wow.
And sometimes I'd go to bed with, I'd remember wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and they wouldn't be there when I woke up the next morning. I often found lots of bruises on my body that hadn't been there previously.
Her former partner was charged with multiple counts of rape and sexual assault.
The police had to look through all these videos.
And what did they make of them?
The one where I was absolutely horrified, and he'd performed a sexual act on my face whilst I was unconscious.
So he jacked off on your face. Okay. And yo, what's up with the British and their teeth? Why are the UK people teeth so bad? But okay, come on, let's continue.
And it was completely clear. And the police looked at this one, and I thought, there's the evidence. And the police said to me, well, we can't use that. That isn't clear evidence because it looks like you're pretending to be asleep.
In England, where survivors Amanda and Zoe live, nearly a quarter of sexual assault victims are assaulted while unconscious or asleep, and that number has risen over the last decade. Amanda's ex took his own life before the case could go to court.
Wow.
She's still piecing her life back together.
Wow.
And the shock of learning about group chats where this kind of abuse continues hasn't faded.
Instantly, my whole body goes and my hands start shaking. I don't even have a word for it. That it's being glorified, and men are teaching others how to do this.
Wait, I thought fluoride was bad. Wait. So I thought fluoride was bad, right? Because when we got older, we learned that fluoride in the water and the toothpaste is bad. So because they don't use fluoride, now it's good? Dame Dash Films, thank you for the 5 on the chat. Keep it real and slide. If keyboard musician ran up on you for a friendly fade, you bet. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for your little troll money. And ain't no nigga running up on me. I mean, they're welcome to run up on me, and you know, I dare somebody to run up on me. I'm not really hard to find, but thank you for your $5. Let's continue.
Yes. And they're doing this to the people they say they love. It's beyond evil.
While survivors may not remember the videos being filmed, men in the Telegram groups we tracked are making money from them, selling clips and live streams for as little as $20. You're hearing a woman snoring in a clip from a live stream advertised in this group as a way to entice users to pay for more. The user claimed it was his wife who was asleep and who he was about to rape.
Wow.
Processing this kind of material raises a nearly unanswerable question. Why do some men encourage these crimes while others go on to commit them? A psychologist who assessed dozens of the defendants in the Pellico.
You want to know why? It's really simple, people. Men are conquerors. They are predators. Men naturally prey upon women. There, I said it. Men naturally prey upon women. That's as simple as I can make it for y'all. Men are just natural predators, and the closest thing they predate on is women. Ta-da! There it is. Mind blown. There it is. It's just that simple.
The case thinks they were motivated by fantasies of domination, fueled by a culture that to this day treats many women as objects to be controlled. The immense trauma can leave survivors feeling like their identity has all but vanished, with what remains of it shaped only by the abuse. Rebuilding trust in themselves and others is a long road.
Allora, all'inizio del video io sdraiata sul divano, già incosciente, e lui con questo bicchierino di Montenegro mette una siringa dentro, aspira e me la mette in bocca.
Wow.
L'avrà fatto per una ventina di volte. A volte le persone più subdole sono quelle più vicine a te, proprio quelle con cui abiti. Non ti puoi veramente fidare di nessuno. Secondo me è stato...
Yeah, man, that's why I laugh at women. They always talk about how cultured European men. I'm like, man, they're the most debased men on the planet. Europeans are just debased, severely debased. And I just laugh at women. They're like, oh, they're so refined and so cultured. Okay, bitch. All right. You got it. You got it.
Autodidatta proprio. Si è informato tramite internet.
Valentina is a mother of two who asked us not to use her real name. We've distorted her voice to protect her identity. Her husband was sentenced to 8 years in prison for multiple aggravated sexual assaults.
Per quanto tu possa essere menefreghista, ce l'hai sempre lì a lato. Basta un letto, basta una telecamera, un profumo differente che da quel giorno lì sicuramente cambia cosa in me. Per quanto io possa essere magari felice e sorridente fuori, poi torno a casa e devo comunque fare amicizia con i miei incubi che sono sempre dietro la porta.
While talking to survivors, the man I was DMing continued to message and send me videos. The next day, Piotr wrote that he hadn't put his wife to sleep in some time, as the doctor didn't want to prescribe any more sleeping pills, but he continued to send photos. We don't know when they were taken.
Damn.
It's made me even more determined to try and meet him, to get him in person. So I'm going to send him a message now, and I'm going to see if he would meet with us.
By now, we'd worked out he was in Poland, and we knew roughly where he lived, but he refused to meet. And then, a tip. He let slip that he was planning to attend a party. That's him. I recognize him. So we're inside the restaurant, and I've just seen him dancing with her. And at the start of this investigation, all of these men were faceless. And so seeing him tonight has just really brought home the fact that this is happening in real life. The man who had been messaging me day and night was only a few feet away, oblivious. I'd come to see if he was real, and there he was with his wife, the same people I saw in the videos. We couldn't approach Piotr's wife without potentially putting her in danger, so we reached out to police about our findings. The Telegram group we infiltrated eventually disappeared, but it's a pattern authorities know well. One goes offline, another soon resurfaces.
Hold up, y'all.
We reached out to both.
Hold up. Let me get you up out of here. Boom. All right, let's get back to the show.
Motherless and Telegram, but did not receive a response. As campaigns by German journalists to shut down Motherless and strengthen moderation on similar platforms continue, videos of women who appeared to be abused while unconscious are still being uploaded, and US safe harbor laws largely protect the site from liability. In the end, it all comes back to Giselle Pellico. With astonishing dignity, she has taken hold of her own harrowing experience.
In reporting this case, we've spoken to multiple survivors who say they were drugged and raped by their husbands, and many of them see you as a source of strength. With your permission, I'd like to read you some of the messages that these survivors have sent to me to read to you. One survivor, her name is Amanda Stanhope, she lives in Wigan. Her strength inspired me to speak out. She broke the silence and shame, so many survivors are forever grateful to her. I'd love to say thank you. If she can do it, then so can I.
Me faire pleurer. Ah, c'est magnifique. C'est des témoignages qui me bouleversent, bien sûr. Mais c'est beau de se dire qu'elles ont trouvé cette force. Et, tu sais, j'ai pu leur transmettre cela, c'est gagné. Parce qu'il faut en effet qu'on soit solidaire de tout ce qui se passe. Parce que si on reste dans son coin, on ne fera jamais évoluer les consciences. Et je dis bravo, mesdames, bravo. N'ayez pas honte de l'avoir fait. Il faut que toutes les femmes puissent faire cette démarche, même si c'est très difficile, même si c'est très compliqué dans leur tête. Mais elles vont y arriver. Il faut du temps. Ça peut demander des mois, des jours, peut-être même des années, mais elles finiront par y arriver.
Giselle says men can be allies and still believes society can change. But for those who think they're immune, she has a warning.
Je dirais, messieurs, pensez à votre mère, pensez à votre sœur, pensez à votre fille.
Yeah, that's not going to work. When y'all keep saying, or when they keep saying, think of your mother, your sister, that shit doesn't register because it's not happening to their family members. I mean, just save that. Don't even bother using that as an argument. Like, no one's thinking about, no.
Est-ce qu'il y a un moment où vous allez vous dire que ce que je suis en train de faire, c'est vraiment un acte criminel? Et de dire faites bien attention parce qu'un jour vous serez peut-être on va vous surprendre, peut-être que les compagnes lesquelles vous les soumettez un jour vont se réveiller et elles pourront dénoncer.
Okay, that was pretty good. Exactly. Asking these men to think of their daughter's mother or sister is pointless if they can do this to their own wives. I agree. Like, why even bother asking? That's like asking, you know, with the black families, where's the father? Like, stop asking. Right? Okay. Okay. I'm here for it, man. Like I said, if the black man is out here committing black femicide on those levels, then go elsewhere and see what the other side has for you. You see what they do to their own women. My God. But okay, now let's get to the White Kangz featuring Ashley Jana. We're gonna burn through that real quick because I don't want to spend way too much time on it because it's still kind of really early. I don't think that guy's gonna get charged, John McCain or Joe McCain. He's not gonna get charged. I just don't see it happening. So let's go. Okay, X out of that. All right, let's go here first. This is what they say out of Africa, out of Tanzania. Now, it's pretty obvious the homegirl was a worker. It's pretty obvious that she's out here, you know, promoting the box, trying to get the bag and all that good stuff. Let's continue. Let's go.
In doubt, like I had said in the prior episode, that Ashlee had another Instagram page that had been taken down. I said that in yesterday's episode, I think episode 3. And I wanted to know why it had been taken down. Do you know what really made me sad? And I don't know whether you caught it. I've been looking for it, but I know as fact because I took some pictures from that page. Ashlee had another Instagram page. It's been taken down. Somebody has taken down that second Instagram page. Why? Because you see, there's an old saying. When you start to throw water, if you throw water at a wall, it goes in every direction, not just one direction. Which means that as we are going to expose Joe for who and what he is, it's also unfortunately going to expose Ashlee for what she was doing. We also find out that perhaps, we do not know, that says allegedly, Ashlee might have been a dancer in a high-end gentleman's club in Miami. Perhaps she met Joe there. Either way, it's sad that these young ladies are so superficial on their determined, chasing the bag only to end up in a body bag.
Okay. All right, let's go. Same thing. Okay, let's keep it going. Like I said, I'm gonna burn through this real quick. We're not gonna go crazy in depth with it because we're pretty much all up to speed on what's happening. There's an old video of her with Kevin Gates. Okay.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? You know, we keeping it organic. Me and my little chocolate Easter bunny. Babe, stop playing. Babe, you know I'm sensitive, babe. We about to get in a lick. This her car. She probably put. She just came for to pick me up.
Something like, not too crazy.
She from Philly, so you know she crazy. She toxic. She might stab. You might stab me in my sleep. You told me if I take my hands off, you gonna beat me up.
Because I'm good with my hands.
I ain't gonna trouble. I love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful day.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's continue. What's next? Let's go here.
Breaking news, we now know new details in the tragic passing of Ashley Jana. Ashley Robinson, who went by Ashley Jana on social media, and her new fiance were on vacation in Tanzania. On April 3rd, during their vacation, her boyfriend at the time proposed becoming her fiance. Then on April 5th, Ashley celebrated her 31st birthday. All of the photos and celebration that we have seen took place at this hotel. On April 6th, Ashley and her fiance moved to a different hotel just north. When they arrived, Ashley and her fiance were staying in room 25. 2 days after they arrived, they got into an altercation and hotel staff moved them apart. This was after room 24, which was directly next to the couple's bungalow, complained of the noise. Ashlee's fiance was moved to this bungalow area. Shortly after that, a hotel attendant was making their rounds for inspections and they found Ashlee looking for a phone charger and they were able to get her one. She then asked the attendant to return in about 15 minutes. When the hotel worker eventually went back to her room, the door was locked and the lights were off. Using a spare key.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so Joe met her at a party. She was literally working the pole that she danced in this section, and ever since they've kind of gone around the world fighting in luxury hotels for the last year and a half. This wasn't even the first time they become engaged. It was the second. It's also not the first time the police were called to break up one of their fights. He is currently the subject of a financial crime investigation. He was taking profits from investments that were actually a loss for years and got caught out there for doing it. He's rich, janky, older, has a massive power imbalance with her, and in my opinion picked her because of that. Who knows what happened that night? May she rest in peace, blah, 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 blah. Okay, interesting. We heard he was having financial troubles, issues, whatever. Okay, let's continue. Let's go. What is this? Okay, this is Joe admitting that he knew the woman.
Understand none of the romantic choices. But if that's your homegirl and you love her and they vouch for that person, Ashley and homeboy was at my birthday dinner. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They were at my birthday dinner. And I invited Ashley the last 2 years to my birthday dinner. So this year I made it a point to get on the phone. Like, yo, this is the year. What's up? You gonna make it? And she was on some shit like, yeah, you know, just gotta check with my man. And I know we gotta drop off the stepkids and we gotta pick them up from school and they on spring break and and I'm on the phone like, girl, for real? Like, yo, like, you playing stepmommy over there? I'm just saying, like, she wrecked the dude. Like a lot of people have an agenda on the internet. And I know what it looks like with this white guy and this young black girl. She loved this dude. And by all accounts, he appeared to stand no.
Okay. Old video of her. This is an old video. Let's see what she's talking about. How do you start? It's been my passion to model for years, but I haven't had the funds to pay for shoots. Can you give me some advice? I can still remember like the real models getting modeling contracts and having to be tape measured every week, once a week. These new models, what you consider models, are not models to me. Okay, I'm used to runway, having somebody has a tape measure to make sure her fat index is under the numbers, right? Okay, these women are not models today. But let's continue.
Don't have the money to hire a photographer or to book a studio for a photo shoot, the easiest and smartest thing to do is to honestly just go into Instagram or TikTok or Twitter or whatever you want to use and just look up the hashtags, like just to say you live in Houston, you know, Houston models, Houston photography, Houston photographer, and all the people that have done work will hashtag their stuff with that hashtag. Then you just reach out to them and say, hey, you know, I see you're an up-and-coming photographer. I would love to collab if you're interested. And they can either say yes or no. There's really no harm in asking. If you can't give them money, I would recommend just something small. People don't forget. So just a token of your gratitude, like I'll get us food for the day or something like that. And make sure you tag their work. Very, very important.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that, Ashley, who's no longer here with us. Let's go here. Whack 100 crashed out, and I really don't see anything wrong with what he said, but let's take a listen.
You may want to watch what you post and watch what you say.
It's crazy. Twitter is perfect. She just told you she said that because
so you condone what she ain't here to tell us nothing.
Chicago, he said fuck her.
Do y'all have
you
know
what
her
vocabulary?
He's not here to tell us nothing. That's what y'all saying.
What's crazy
she never
half
came
the
out
stage
and
was in her
cleaned it
DM,
up.
Half the stage was in her DM.
Well, can you point those people out?
All of them.
Because I saw Wack was probably one of them. We don't know.
I don't know. Hey, you gonna get her disrespected, bro. I go some real shit.
The girl said.
Stop hollering like I knew this bitch and got out this bitch, nigga. I don't want to disrespect her. You're gonna get her disrespected.
You already disrespected her.
No, I just gave my opinion. Listen, y'all got mad because I said I have no sympathy for her.
You just said people have to watch how they speak. That means you need to watch how you speak.
Look how you talking about it, bro.
That's what I said.
People sound like they delusional and don't know what the fuck they talking about. You
I said I had no sympathy.
Said, fuck her.
And we don't know what you did.
Fuck her. I ain't got no sympathy for her.
We don't know what you did with.
Y'all ain't never even met this bitch. How many of y'all met her? How many of y'all met her?
Some of us had
That's why ain't none of y'all met this bitch.
Some of us had personal relationships.
None of y'all met this bitch. None of y'all met this bitch.
Hey, Wack, where you with her DMs?
Ain't none of y'all over there picking the maggots up. Fuck that bitch.
See, that's weird.
Like that.
Wack, that's not normal.
He answered the question.
You know she shot him down in Chicago. You know she shot that nigga down. You know he was in the DM. She shot him down.
She turned this nigga down. That's why you mad.
Yeah, she turned him down. Of course she did.
That bitch ain't nobody.
You was in a
She turned you down.
Never.
She turned you down.
Never.
She turned you down.
Know the raggedy bitch.
This is very unnormal. This is not normal.
He do know what's going on. He just letting the content talk.
No, Ashley slander.
Lou's on the phone. He don't hear Wack doing what he doing right now. He
Listen.
don't got enough money for Wack.
Listen. I don't know the bitch.
Stop calling her a bitch. What?
We don't know.
As long as this nigga talking about I wasn't in that raggedy bitch's DM.
Why are you
Oh, fucked up ass weed wearing ass bitch.
She was raggedy, Wack?
Bitch, hell yeah, that bitch like that.
Are you crazy?
All that mud on her face.
Are you crazy?
I'm just
I'm here for it.
telling you, bro. I'm looking at the bitch. Yeah.
This guy, he crazy.
The bitch got shit caked all up on her. Look at the bitch.
I know crazy.
The bitch got cellophane burgundy eyebrows. Fuck out of here.
That's weird.
She got tatted
Now this crater face talking. This nigga got a crater face.
It's not even funny, Wack.
Okay. That wasn't the clip I was looking for. I was looking for the other clip where he just, like, it was just him talking and he just goes in. I was like, that sounds about right. Let's go here. I remember this clip from a long time ago. Let's go here. Playback speed. Okay, let's go.
Because like the goal of this conversation should be to like progress, right? Unless you're ladies that you don't want to fucking deal with men at all, then we should talk about
we don't want to deal with black men at all.
I love all men and not black men. Just not black men.
Well, is there any women here who don't want to deal with men, period, or is it just black men, or is it a mixture?
It's just black men, and we actually want non-black men's help in these corrections that you speak of.
Wow.
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specifically?
Force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
But I mean, what are you looking for black men to arrive at? A place of understanding of like what do you want to see?
Well, we believe that there is no hope for them. That we don't believe in changing their minds. We don't. But I'm trying not to say what I really want to say because you're on stage. But if they could not exist, hey, we wouldn't be mad at.
I think for me, I want the coddling culture to kind of stop. I think they get validated a little bit too much and they're not held accountable as much as white men, Hispanic men, Asian men. Like the legal system works in their benefit a little bit more than they think it does. They're seen as the ultimate, like most oppressed. And I think that coddling culture needs to stop and they need to be held accountable for their actions.
Because we live in white male patriarchy, white men set what's socially acceptable. So with you all setting what's socially acceptable, the degenerate behavior of black male culture needs to be checked, and there needs to be more, because we're no longer looking for accountability from them because they've proven that they will not take accountability. We need the men who set the culture to make them take accountability by exacting some sort of consequence for perpetrating behaviors that are not socially acceptable, because you all.
Once again, why would you waste your energy arguing with women like this? I refuse. Like, that's how you believe, that's how you feel. Okay, move around, stay away from me. That's all I need to know. Okay. Let me find. Okay, let's go here. All right. Let's see. It says, as their evidence suggests, it was a cover-up because he had been to that place regularly. The family. So this was his kick spot. This is where he brought other women to. Okay. So his fight with Ashlee in Zanzibar was over him sleeping with other women in Zanzibar, which has not been confirmed, but that's what they're saying. But let's go here. Once again, unconfirmed, but that's what they're saying. Let's continue.
Jenae. Ashley Robinson, who went by Ashley Jana on social media, and her new fiance were on vacation in Tanzania. On April 3rd, during their vacation, her boyfriend at the time proposed, becoming her fiance. Then on April 5th, Ashley celebrated her 31st birthday. Here is an aerial view of the hotel in which they were staying. When they arrived, Ashley and her fiance were staying in room 25. 2 days after they arrived, they got into an altercation and hotel staff moved them apart. Ashley's fiance was moved to this bungalow area. Shortly after that, a hotel attendant was making their rounds for inspections and they found Ashley looking for a phone charger and they were able to get her one. She then asked the attendant to return in about 15 minutes. When the hotel worker eventually went back to her room, the door was locked and the lights were off.
Okay, so in 15 minutes, so from the time it took the worker to go downstairs to get her charger to come back up was 15 minutes. So either she hung herself or somebody was just waiting for him to leave and then come in and do what he did.
Using a spare key, the attendant opened the door, and at that moment, Ashley dropped from where she was suspended. The attendant said when Ashley was untied from the nook that she was breathing, though unconscious. She was then rushed to a hospital, where she was then moved to another hospital and passed away. They did state that she had an unidentified marking on her neck. All this information was provided by the Deputy Chief of Investigation of the Criminal Offenses of the area. To stay up to date on this case, make sure you click the playlist below.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay, this was his first wife, right? The first wife clearly looks better than Ashley. This is back in 2017. Okay. This was them on their wedding date. Those some big ass kids. Damn, those some big kids. That's them when they were little. Okay, hey, you are all goofballs. He literally states multiple times that he is married on your platform since 2020. Do some research and take that community note off my post. Interesting. Do I want to go over your stuff? She has divorced on her page. And they got all her business out here. That's messed up, man. Internet is just not real. But she did look better than Ashley, though. Let's see what you're talking about. Let's just go take a visit.
Want to become an elite level?
Nope. Not going to do it. Okay. All right, now let's go here. The other side of the argument is Justin Fairfax, right? So I'm no fan of Roland Martin, but he does address that, black men do need mental help or mental therapy, right? He wants to get to the issue of therapy for black men instead of waiting to after the aftermath of them going, postal, right? Which, and I agree, but the comments, he's getting lit up in the comments, man. All they says like he did it, quit making excuses for him, blah 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 blah. I'm just like, wow, you can't win with these women, y'all. When the ready-made excuse we give for women when they off their children. What's the number one excuse society makes for women when they off their children? What's the number one excuse always given to them? Blanket. No matter how old the kid is, the kid could be 5 years old, and she put him in the bathtub or she put him in the oven, put him in the microwave. What's the first excuse society gives women with children when they off their kids? What do they always say? What do they always say she's suffering from? Okay. Let's go here. They always say postpartum. Exactly. Postpartum depression is the number one excuse given to women with children that off their kids. So let's go here.
Posted about how she often talked with Justin Fairfax over the last several years, and she talked about depression, what he was going through and dealing with. And she posted this 7-minute video on social media. Listen.
Hey everybody. I wanted to just hop on and make a short statement because tweeting will never be able to say how I feel. First and foremost, I am heartbroken and devastated for the Fairfax children. I thought the statement put out by DeMatha High School, which is a high school that Justin attended, it's a Catholic high school here in this region, was a good one. That was the Justin we all knew. The guy full of hope and promise and gifts and possibilities for his future. All of that changed in 2019 when Justin was lieutenant governor. The second thing I want to say is Serena Fairfax, anyone who knew her knew she was an amazing woman. Kind, good, a great dentist, faithful to her patients and her community, and faithful and loyal to her husband at the most difficult and dark moment ever for their marriage and for their family when these allegations about Justin came out in 2019 when he was serving as Virginia's lieutenant governor. Serena didn't deserve her ending. Serena did not deserve what Justin did to her. Those of us who talked to Justin as late as Monday or Tuesday of this week or were in often contact with him knew that he was depressed, knew that he was in darkness, knew that he was dealing with everything he had lost, feeling that there was no hope. And all of us tried to encourage him to get help, to get back in the arena, to not give in, and to do something good through all of this, something he called the culture of cruelty. He wasn't able to turn that corner. But none of that justifies murdering his wife while their children slept in the home and leaving his children holding the bag in something that is unthinkable and unimaginable for someone in their 30s, 40s, 50s to handle, much less 2 teenagers who now don't have parents. I would ask those of you on social media to just stop with the ugliness, the vitriol, the name calling, the judgments, because you don't know this family and you don't know what was going on. What you know is the outcome, and it is tragic and horrible and something none of us that knew them ever thought was possible. I think if we're honest, some of us thought Justin could hurt himself because he was so depressed and down. Up until Tuesday of this week, one of the last things Justin said to me was, I need somebody to help me to prove my innocence. I can't get my life back until somebody stands up for me.
And this is a bigger issue. I'm glad this is being brought up. This is what women don't realize. The dark side of Me Too. So every time a woman accuses a man of something and you don't either send him to jail or you don't file a civil suit, you put other women in danger. Right? What am I saying? So basically, because you had 2 women, for all intents and purposes, put false allegations against Justin Fairfax, right? The wife had to suffer because this man's career was ended the day those allegations came out, and he could never get it back. He could never get back on track. He could never pivot. He could never rebound. And so the woman and the woman's kids had to pay for the sins of those 2 women that put those allegations on the man. See, women don't think that beyond with this Me Too shit. It's going to come back on women in some shape, form, or fashion. It may not be you per se, but your sister ain't going to pay for it. Okay? So be mindful that for everything you speak on against a man, there's a woman that's with that man that's going to pay for what you're saying. Especially if you don't go out your way to prove he did what you say he did. Okay, let's continue.
I had done so in a Washington Post piece in 2022, but I had done all I could do. Others should have stepped up. I think there's a bigger conversation for us to have about this, but not right now. I think we have to talk about men in depression. I think we have to talk about domestic violence. I think we have to talk about men and dealing with their emotions and what happens when they don't. I think there's a lot to talk about, but I don't think now is that time. I think the Fairfax children are what we all need to focus on. And they have 2 really good families in their mother's family.
Oh, this is Sophia Nelson. This is the one Obsidian kept going after. Oh, Oh shit! This is her, y'all. Oh damn! What are the odds of that? This is the woman that Obsidian kept harassing. Not the one that took him to court, but Sophia A. Nelson initially when they first went at it. This is the one that Obsidian used to be obsessing over. Sophia A. Nelson. Wow. That's her, y'all. Holy cow.
And their father's family, who will get them through this and who will love them and care about them. And that's what I care about. I'm angry at Justin. I'm in shock. I'm appalled. I don't know what to say. I keep asking, what more could I have done? How did I not see this coming? We're all asking ourselves that. We're never going to get an answer.
Well, once again, when you make it so easy for society to just allow women to make blatant statements about eating everybody 30 years in the past and not have no punishment or a vetting process to say, hey, where's your proof? Yeah, this is going to continue to happen. Mental illness, therapy can't fix this shit. How does therapy fix a man that lives in a society where women are allowed to accuse a man for something he may have did or didn't do 30 to 40 years prior? How do you therapy that away? You can't. Now let me get to the old head. The old head said something I was just like, wow, that was where he was stuck at, I guess. He couldn't overcome it. Let's go here. I think this is him.
You the full expression of your maleness, the presumption of incompetence when you walk into a given space, the idea of trying to measure up and trying to find ways to fit in places that don't want you to be there. In the context of a space of coming from communities of disavowed identity, there is a seed, a bed that is fertile for creating a condition of confusion, a condition of lack of groundedness, but more importantly, then one tries to find a way to be grounded in a false position of humanity in places that still don't want you to be there. So it's a lot. I mean, the story is thick. The children there, when this process takes place, the long impacts of it. You mentioned it very clearly of how many people are impacted by this entire process.
Okay, wait, I think it's him.
That he had all of the markers for this, all the risk factors that you don't want to have. All right, so let's make this specific for Justin. All right, so we call this the fallen high status black man. All right, phenomenon. So think about who he was, a public figure who lost it all publicly. All right, so you had the pending divorce, the pending loss of his children, what that looks like for his political career. Right, we have the alcoholism, the daily alcohol use. We have the buying of the gun. We have the political demise. Right, and what we call like a narcissistic injury cascade. So we have the sexual abuse allegations, the political defeat, the IRS. The only reason I'm saying this is that if we're into his world, this is a lot for anyone to handle. And when you're a public figure, it makes it even worse. And when we start talking about black men, there are times in which we feel like we're supposed to just cowboy up, struggle through it, versus say, hey, you know what? This is too much for me to bear. Right, and one of the things that we know about when it comes to just men, especially black men and mental health, the stronger. If we're talking about mental wellness, mental fitness is actually to be vulnerable about what's going on. Well, the complicated thing is when you are a political figure, are you a public figure? First of all, who can you trust? There's only 4% of psychologists are black men. 4%. So who could he go to and trust? 2, did he even want to go? A lot of times men would say, hey, that makes me weak. If someone found out I was seeing a psychologist, would that disqualify me as mentally stable or mentally strong or able to govern? So there were a lot of things that were working against Justin. Right now, I did not know him personally. Right. But when we start looking at this persona and we look at it specifically, we look at suicide rates, believe it or not, suicide rates are higher among political figures, police officers, pastors. Why? Because if you're the helper, if you're the fixer.
Okay. I want to get to the part where there was the one guy that knew him. Let me find. Once again, I ask, how do you therapy a false accusation? Because remember, he tried to sue the women and it got thrown out. So what do you do? Okay, let me find something. Okay, here we go. This is the guy I'm looking for. Right here. This is the guy I'm looking for. Hold on, here we go.
Yeah, thank you, Roland. Justin was in our same fraternity, Sigma Phi Phi. He was a political friend. The Justin I
All right, it's the lodge business. Sigma Pi Phi. That's the big dog of the Divine Nine, right? So, what good is a brotherhood if you can't help your brother out? I don't understand. Between Sigma Pi Phi and Alpha Phi Alpha, because he was a member of both of them, both of these organizations failed to help this man. You mean to tell me that y'all couldn't pull y'all's resources together and get this man back on his feet? This is why I tell you, stop wasting your time going to fraternities, black fraternities. Stop wasting your time with Prince Hall Masonry. No. Go and shoot for the top dog spot. Bypass all the black stuff. I've been saying this. Why would I waste my time with middlemen? I need to get there. You can't help me get there. Or you're going to prevent me from it. Let me go and deal with them directly. Let me stop wasting my time. Sigma Pi Phi nor A Phi A could help this man. The man couldn't get clients. Nobody would hire him. Do you understand? Nobody would hire him. Where's the brotherhood to come through in a pinch when you need them? Well, shit, I might as well go ahead and deal with the white folk. White folk are throwing me a bone every blue moon. Oh, okay, come on.
I knew was a fighter. He came to me professionally for what Roland you just said was to find vindication, his due process. When I say he was a fighter because he wanted to sue the two women in the middle of this Me Too movement because he had lost everything that you all have talked about. We weren't retained. I wasn't retained for that lawsuit. Can't remember whether he ever filed that lawsuit. But he was a fighter, but it was a deeply seated loss for him. You know, men, and there's a question coming, men evaluate themselves all the time on the external. We provide, we profess, we protect with our families. We're judged on money, job success, so forth and so on. But the one part I'd love to hear your comments on from both doctors is, it's for me to get to you and to say, this is going to help me, right? I've got to be convinced as a man that you can help me. When men say, I don't need to go to counseling, I'm not going to counseling, it's because that's not going to get me a job. That's not going to pay my bills. That's not going to get me my family back. That's not going to do anything that I need to fight my way out of this craziness that's put me in a depression. I've got to be sold on that this is going to help me in those 5 areas, because if that doesn't help me in these 5 areas and I'm just talking and you're going to give me some coping mechanisms, that's all well and good. But if I'm a high achiever, right, then I'm looking for solutions, because men are about solving problems. Justin was a lawyer, so he was about, his core was, I got to solve these problems. How to get my political life back, my family life. I got to have a job. I got to pay bills.
Once again, the sad case of Justin Fairfax shows how either inept black frats and black the Prince Halls are. They either inept or they chose to turn their backs on this man for whatever reason and let them sacrifice him to the wolves. So either black frats and Prince Halls are either inept or they all chose to turn their backs on their brother. Black brotherhood is a crazy concept, because I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that looks like. And if there is a black brotherhood, I don't think I want to be a part of it. I'm cool. No, thank you.
Pills. The bottle ain't helping. The drugs aren't, whatever. That's not helping. So doctor, you two doctors, if you can tell me how that's going to help me solve those 5 problems, then I'm coming to see you. But if you can't tell me that, then I'm going to keep struggling and I'm going to keep trying to figure out a way to solve these huge problems I got that I had arguably in my mind had nothing to do with, other than I had consensual sex with these 2 women and my political career is over, where I don't even think I did anything wrong and I don't have any judgment or due process. How do you get black men with that as a circumstance or context, right, to say, yes, I'm going to go get counseling? Because you can say everything that you said, but what I'm talking about is convincing them to do that as problem solvers, and how we value everything on the outside of our lives. Society values that, and we've been taught at our core to value that.
I mean, so that is a phenomenal question, and you're...
I'm going to leave it there, because this shouldn't have happened. I'm going to leave it at that. All right. I think that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got. What y'all say in the poll? I said, are black men allowed the space to be vulnerable. 60% of you guys said no. I agree. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for coming through, as always, per usual. So tomorrow's gonna be a very busy day for me. Y'all pray for me because it's gonna be rough, and we're gonna attempt to go hiking tomorrow. I'm sick. She's sick. We'll find a way to tough it out. I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank y'all for coming through. Where am I gonna go? What is that? Wait, I'm looking for something. Where am I looking for? Move that up. Scoot it up. Scooch. Scooch. Scoot that up. Move that up. And move that up. And keep moving. Almost there. Up close. All right. Y'all have a good one. Peace. Have a good night.
Walking that bitch like, how the hell y'all doing? How y'all feeling today? Ready to turn myself in down at the station. I made a killing today. Always gonna be money. Always gonna be hoes. Always gonna be something. The only thing you got is your word. I put that shit on my mama. No, you really just can't get comfy. Gotta keep at it, but
one of the ops breaks and catch them on tape, put them in chase. Do it on like a piss, look like a dog, stuff in face. When all my hoes come out, stand my memories.